right, and then welcome back to News Channel 7 today's How To Tuesday. So on How To Tuesday, we believe it's never too late to find a new skill or hobby. And you know, some people's hobby is watching television. So we're asking you, what are you watching on TV tonight? Because in this week's How To Tuesday, we're talking television.
TV, television, and specifically tonight.
Specifically tonight's television on
Yes.
How To Tuesday.
Yes, bunch of alliterations there. So we're getting, we're getting involved in niche topics here. And here down in the Southeast, I know hockey's not the biggest thing, biggest
Discredit
sport.
Panthers and Lightning fans.
Well, I'm saying as a whole, right? Like
Pensacola Ice Flyer fans.
Come on now. We all know hockey's not the biggest sport down here. But the Stanley Cup Finals start tonight, and it is a matchup between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes.
Oh, wow.
So that is actually what I assume a lot of people would have, but not most people.
Really?
Yes.
You went into it thinking that there was a chance. Well, can I give my 2 cents a little bit?
Yeah.
We filled out our brackets this year. And I don't think I had Vegas Golden Knights. And I, to be fair, I'm not as big of a hockey fan as producer Evan is here. So really for me, the way that I did my picks, and I've done it in the past, is how, but almost like based off of like frequency and just, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but like exposure, I guess, is maybe what I mean. Of the most that I hear some of those names in the teams. So if I'm going through the bracket, I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot Vegas Knights exist. Then I'm not making them go very far because that means this season I haven't heard much from them. So.
Well, that's what's awesome about playoff hockey specifically is to get to the Stanley Cup Finals, to get to the championship, you just need a hot team. It's not like other sports where like if you're the best throughout the whole season, which the Colorado Avalanche were this year, it doesn't guarantee you a spot to win.
That's what I had kind of, to be fair, I feel like I basically abandoned my bracket from the start because there were just, it almost makes more sense to like not even really pay attention until the very end because it's so big on upsets and things are changing so quickly and it really does feel like it's anyone's game.
Huge upsets this year too, where you had 3 new teams who hadn't been in the playoffs for a bit make it at least past the first round.
Who is that? Can I make a guess?
Yeah.
Is that Utah?
They lost to Vegas in the first round.
Oh, they played Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't even remember anyone else that was in it. Flyers?
Flyers was a big one. They beat
And
the Penguins.
Oh.
They beat the Penguins.
Never mind. I give up.
You had the Buffalo Sabres, who hadn't been in the playoffs since like the early 2010s, and they
Buffalo
have.
Sabres. Okay, see, again, that was one that
Well, they have been.
I know the team
bottom.
name, but again, it's one of those teams like I thought Vegas, where I was like,
Yes. So Buffalo, the Hurricanes just beat the Canadians, and the Canadians are all full of young guys. So for them to go to the third round was pretty big, and for me, it was the Anaheim Ducks winning in the first round. Was a big one. But I am surprised. Now, I also picked Colorado to win, but I could also, I had Vegas. If Colorado wasn't winning this last round against Vegas, like was my pick.
Okay.
And if you go back, the past 3 Stanley Cup Final winners are Florida, Vegas Golden Knights.
oh,
So,
really?
Yes, and if I want to show you some notable players to look out for, but one of these is Jack Eichel hoisting the Stanley Cup a couple years ago in 2023. So Jack Eichel's on your left. He's number 9. He was drafted right behind Connor McDavid, who we talked about last time we were talking hockey.
Yeah.
So he's probably the most skilled guy out here. Right to the right of Jack Eichel is Mitch Marner, who just came over from the Toronto Maple Leafs. And he has the most points out of any player, and he's also been called.
Ever?
No, surely not. But
this
just
year?
this current playoff.
This season?
Yes.
Okay.
He has the most points currently. And Mitch Marner's a guy to look out for because he has proven everyone wrong. Everyone said he does nothing in the playoffs until he moved out of Toronto. Now he has the most points out of anyone. Yes.
That was very sassy.
It was, because I'm a Mitch Marner guy, so he gets too much hate. Jackson Blake for the Carolina Hurricanes. Most points on their team. He's got 15. How old do you think this guy has the most points on the Carolina Hurricanes? How old is this guy?
Because you're asking that makes me think he's young.
He is young.
Here's what I think has been so terrifying is we were going through like the rosters and we were putting together just some different things and realizing how old I feel, for one, but how young everyone is. There were a couple, again, I want to say kids, a couple kids that were drafted or whatever, who were born in 2006.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's
crazy.
A child.
Yeah. Jackson Blake, if we can pull that up again.
Oh wait, can I make my guess?
Yeah, make your guess of a year.
I was gonna of a year. I was gonna say my guess is he's 19.
He's not that young, but he is born in 2003, so he's 22.
Ooh.
And then last guy I want you guys to look out for, Frederik Andersen, goalie for the Hurricanes. He's got the best goals against average currently out of any goalie. So he doesn't have, meaning he lets in the least amount of goals. And then the two Vegas guys I have up have the most points. So it's going to be a good series.
Oh, wow.
So that's going on tonight. But Mia, what else do we got going on tonight?
Tonight, new season of Love Island begins.
Love Island, okay.
Yes.
So, what is the deal with Love Island?
Oh my goodness, it is so absolutely ridiculous. And it's like borderline embarrassing that I love it so much. I've been counting down the days. It's being completely transparent, it is garbage television and I love it so much. I'm not a big reality TV person. I do love Below Deck, and I'm not digging on anyone who loves reality TV, but I just was never a big reality TV person.
But why is Love Island so big?
I'm getting there. It's a lot of big personalities. The whole thing to me is more of like a social experiment than it is really, and maybe that's kind of every reality TV game in that way.
That's a good way of putting it.
But they bring in a bunch of people and they're all looking for love and they're in this like villa and it's so
Sounds
ridiculous.
dystopian.
It is kind of dystopian. And they have a set of guys and a set of girls, and that's how it starts out. And then they start bringing in bombshells, which bombshells are just like really great looking people. So then they get people like set up in like couples, and they like test the different relationships. So I'm explaining it, I'm like, this is terrible. And then they bring in like more attractive people, and then people switch up on each other. And like maybe two girls are going out. This is so dumb.
Well, I say all this because it sounds dumb, but it is huge. And there are watch parties now for just like any televised sporting event. And you can go to Newbie's Brew House in Panama City tonight to watch the first episode. And for our friends out in Okaloosa County, you can make a little bit of a drive to get to Pensacola. Also, I know a lot of apartment complexes are hosting watch parties
like
for the residents.
Outdoor watch parties.
Right. So very crazy concept for me. And that's why I want to know, why Love Island of all these shows? Because this one has popped.
It's so dramatic. I think for me, I first got hooked on it 2 seasons ago. Is this season 8? This is season 8? Yeah. Okay, season 6 was Rob and Leah, which I've showed you so many different clips. There were so many iconic people from that season. Rob, Leah, Serena. Oh, Serena's really
And I know,
great.
I think it was Nick from the last season was here in
Oh,
PCB.
Nick and Austin were at Hammerhead Friends during spring break. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that.
So they're like celebrities around the U.S. and now go on
they were
party
here
tours.
for was it like soap parties or like paint parties over at Hammerhead
Yeah, it was
Friends?
something along those lines.
It was something like that. And then also we'd stopped at 5 Below, on our way to Gulf Coast Jam to grab some more like towels to lay out in the grass. And you want to know what? Five Below had Love Island like mugs and like water bottles
I didn't even
and maybe
see
like
this.
lip glosses, like a bunch of like merch for it.
Yeah.
And what's been so fun is I've seen so many people talking about like, oh, now that Love Island's back, like it's time to start like, almost people get into like a routine during this time of year. And I remember I had this last year of I've got to be ready for bed, have my laundry all done. I've got to have like all these things checked off because I'm going to sit and rot during that episode and watch Love Island. And then also, we didn't even mention, an episode comes out every single night on Peacock, NBC. So then...
And it happened the day before.
Yes,
right?
it's
so
all happening in real time.
Real time.
There is like audience participation. So like last season, Huda and Jeremiah getting picked to go with Iris instead of Huda was a fan vote. Oh, drama.
Yeah. So what Mia was saying about merchandise and collaborations, Mia, you don't know this one, but M&M's has a little new party game for you. And so I'll just read out this from their press release. So inside each M&M's play-along pack, you'll find 4 colorful game boards in a 10-ounce share size pouch, a custom Love Island M&M's printed with iconic phrases from the villa. So here is the game. Here's the game. Before the episode, each player places 10 random M&Ms on their game board. When a moment on screen matches a phrase, you get to, like, such as pull for a chat or something like that.
Could I just pull you for a chat?
The player takes it off the board and you can eat it, of course. And so the first person to clear their board wins. So again, collab with M&M's is doing this. So it is getting pretty mainstream here.
Where can I find these? I want to do this.
Probably
I
Walmart.
legitimately want to. This is now my plans for tonight. Oh. I did also say that I need like a dual screen to pull up. Like, what is it? NHL? I almost said NHL Network, and I don't feel like that's what it's called. What do you watch it on?
It's going to be on ABC tonight. It's the Stanley Cup Final.
Yeah, okay. So like split screen, ABC, NBC, watching Love Island.
The duality of humans watching 2 separate live events.
Now, to be fair, that's how Susan Collins, who did The Hunger Games, started writing The Hunger Games, was seeing like flipping channels and being like, I'm watching reality TV on one thing and the news on another, and the fact that these two things like coexist and are so like vastly different.
It is a crazy world we live in, and we're going to talk more about that in our Q&A. I can't wait to talk about that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
Oh, a thing I want to add, because this is a How-To Tuesday. If you're wanting to get into Love Island, if I've somehow managed to sell you on watching it, new episode comes out every day. It's on Peacock, NBC. Each season doesn't inherently relate to the previous season. So there is this season
Whole new cast of characters.
Whole new cast, but there is a cast member who's the sibling of a cast member from the former season. And then a cast member has also, this is like something little to know before starting this season, that a cast member has already been removed from the villa.
Already?
Yes. But
I don't watch garbage TV. I don't.
I'm clipping that. Vasana, I believe her name was.
I don't know any of these names. Come on, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't. Let's check in with Sean Bro here in a bit.
Yeah, alrighty. Thanks for joining us for How To Tuesday. We're gonna check in with Sean Bro in just a bit.